Good morning, everybody. It is, well, I know it's July 19th because I just pulled my book out to do my daily, The Language of Letting Go and Journey to the Heart. I've been in hermit mode, meaning tuning inward, trying to understand these feelings that have been surfacing of what am I doing with my life again. I feel like I'm in this revolving door, the kind that like spin around and you jump in and you're like, okay, I'm walking, I'm going, and then you jump out and you're like, okay, now where am I? And I just keep rotating around and around and around. The one thing that I do know is that my yoga teachings are the path. It's figuring out all the other elements to make it a career, so that I can afford the things that I need in life, like a roof over my head and food on the table and, whatever it else is that my little heart desires is what I'm trying to map out. And I've started my map and it's on its way. But there keeps this, turning of where I'm jumping out of. How long do I stay there? Is it a fit or not? And then I jump back into that revolving door and spin around a little bit more and come back out into someplace else. So today I'm just going to read a couple of things that stood out in the language of letting go for today. It talked about proving it to ourselves. And she says, I spent months trying to prove to a man I was dating how responsible and healthy I was. Then I realized what I was doing. He didn't need to realize how responsible and healthy I was. I did. Trying to prove how good we are, trying to prove we're good enough, trying to show someone how much we or she has hurt us, trying to show someone we're understanding or warning signs that we may be into our self-defeating behaviors. And she continues on. She says, the issue is not about others understanding and taking us seriously. The issue is not about others believing we're good and good enough. The issue is not about others seeing and believing how responsible or loving or competent we are. The issue is not about whether others realize how deeply we are feeling in a particular feeling. We are the ones that need to see the light. So that takes us back to that core root of needing to be in SATTVA, where we believe that we are love and spirit. And yesterday I spent quite a bit of time on my studies for the class that I have coming up this weekend. And had I spent some time in that before yesterday, I probably could have saved myself a lot of suffering. So then in Journeying to the Heart, also for today, the lessons are love. Lessons of love, that's why they are. We usually don't know what the lesson is while we're learning it. Maybe we're not supposed to. Besides, if we knew it, we really knew it. We wouldn't need to learn it. We'd already be practicing it in our daily lives. But even when we don't know what the lesson is, we can know one thing. It's a lesson of love. Courage, faith, patience, loving ourselves when it looks and feels like nobody else cares. Starting over again one more time when we think we've already started over and over again more times than we should have had to. Forgiveness, compassion, gentleness, joy, each one is a lesson of love. For many of us, the problem isn't that we haven't had love in our lives before. The issue is that we haven't understood it. Know this, not only are the lessons about love, the lessons themselves are love. Feel your feelings. Struggle through your situations and experiences and emotions. The struggle to learn isn't incidental to your purpose. It's an integral part of your purpose, your destiny, your reasons for being. Go through your moments of darkness and confusion and trust that the light will come. Through it all, rest in one thought. You're on track. You're on the path. You're connected to love. You're connected to God, and the lessons you are learning are lessons of love. So in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep, I listened to one of my tarot card readers, and she said that Pisces right now is learning how to confidently stand in their truth, to verbalize it to others, and to say, no, this time I'm really fucking serious. That maybe we've set these boundaries before and let them wash away, because Pisces are very loving and kind and compassionate individuals. And when somebody comes to us, we don't really necessarily want that confrontation. And so we let our boundaries kind of flow away. But now we see in this current moon phase that that has not been serving us, and that it's time to bite down and to really honor what fulfills us, and to really be confident when we stand in our truth. So then this morning I go to pull my cards for a yogic path. And I will say that the tarot reader also talked about in the next 4 to 8 months, abundance is in Pisces path, love especially. And God damn it, I've been waiting for a little while. I've been waiting for a while, and I keep getting frustrated with the lessons that I've been learning through this dating process. And my higher power thinks that that's what I need to learn in order to be with somebody completely and feel loved, and to stand in my truth with my boundaries and speak them to my partner. And although I can understand that, it's difficult. It's difficult for somebody who knows that physical touch and quality time are how I feel fulfilled. And so to step back and not have that in your life, how else are you supposed to nurture that part of you? That's where I still sit confused. But it's also where I know I let my boundaries go in order to receive it. And then, like my sponsor talked to me yesterday and said, Michelle, it's better to be alone than miserable in a relationship. And I had to remind myself of that, because I've been there before. So today, when I pulled my tarot cards, I pulled Dhumavati again, which is the goddess of reminding me that my struggles have gotten me where I am today, and to not forget that part, and to find gratitude in those struggles, because had I not gone through them and continue to go through them, I would be in the same spot. And although sometimes I feel like I'm exactly where I was 2 years ago, I am in a different space. And it's just been difficult lately to embrace that I can actually see it for myself. So then along that Radha, this card, there we go, flopped out of the deck. She is the goddess of passionate love and longing. And it says, are you in love? You very well may be soon. Radha is the goddess of euphoric bliss and deep surrender when you gaze into the eyes of your lover. She is the passionate lover of Krishna, who gave up everything to be in his arms. Radha represents the desire to merge with your beloved and lose yourself in the utter ecstasy that is love. If you aren't already in love, it's well on its way and already occurring all around you. Allow yourself to lose yourself in the divine dance of romance, for love is just you experiencing your own soul in another's body. What a beautiful way to look at love. That what we are actually experiencing is ourselves and somebody else, and they are experiencing themselves in the way they look at us. So I am trying to, without shame or guilt, reboot. These past few days have been emotional, and I lost my faith, I lost my hope. I kind of threw everything up in the air and said, fuck it. all based on something ending that needs to end. And I don't like letting go of people, places, or things. I like to think that there's still an element in our world that we can interact and not have to completely let go, but maybe that's not possible. And so as I make my way today to my classes, I will remind myself that some things need to be completely set free. And trusting that on the other side, my higher power has something waiting for me that is absolutely beautiful and fulfilling and meant to nurture those parts of me that need it. So wherever you are today, know that these lessons are supposed to teach us all about love, self-love, love for others, and do your best to try and wrap your head around that when you are encountering something that is challenging and difficult. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to try and not fall apart or think that I am not worthy of it. I'm going to try and remind myself that I have to believe that I am worthy, and then I will find somebody that also believes the same. These lessons are not easy to move through at times, and all we can do is acknowledge what we've accepted in our relapse of those emotions of not being good enough, and move forward in faith that we are. All right, my loves, thanks for watching, and I love you. Bye.